The problem here is a flood, and it's all flooded on the floor from the drainage pipe, and that drainage pipe is wrong. It should be lower with a longer, at least twice as long as that, but there's not enough room here to fit that in on a longer pipe, so unfortunately it's a problem. But the problem is a build-up of soap powder, and that's what's causing the blockage, because it's not draining fast enough, and the slightest build-up is causing a blockage in here and then that pipe. This height here should be down a bit, or this should be a lot longer and higher up, because it's just not it's not going to work like that, not reliably anyway. So now we've got to clear this blockage in here. Right, so the answer to the problem is you can call the plumber in, or you can spend a fiver on one of these. Especially as with a drain like that, it's going to be a recurring problem, because that drainage, the way that's been made, it's going to keep happening, and this is why they say that you should keep your drains clean, and also swill the machine out with a simple freshwater wash with no soap powder, so it clears all the manky old soap powder out. Inside that drain looks like the soap dispenser tray on the front of your machine when it gets mucked up with all that gunge. So we're going to put this inside there, and then the idea is you hold this end of it and you wind it like that, and that thing there goes down the pipe, and it's also good for picking your nose with. Yep, it gets all the bogies out. Right, so now we'll just get this down the hole and just clean it out. So here we are under the sink. Take the drainage pipe out. Yes, there's too much in there as well. There's too much of this pipe in there. There's no anti-siphon lock on that, because it's constantly hanging in the water. So that could in fact cause it to siphon back into the machine, and that does stink. So what we do is we take the end of this curly burly and we put it in there. Now push it down, and then if you've got someone who can twist it at the same time as you push this down here, it makes the job a lot easier. We just get someone to twist it. I'm turning this handle here, and then you push it down and get that as far as you can down. It does go. Just have to keep. There we are. And next, now we start twisting it and turning the handle on it. And basically that's a shortened version of how you do it. If you've got a partner to help you, they are twisting the handle as you're pushing it down and around the curves here until you get to the blockage, and you probably won't feel it, because if it's just soap powder sludge which is gathering in here and around the joints and along the bottom of this and gradually building up, you probably won't even feel it when you've moved it. So just give it a few good twists, a few dozen turns, and then bring it out and try it again, and if that was your problem, which this was, you'll find it'll be fixed. And now all we've got to do now is just put our waste pipe back in. Check that it's clear. And there is too much waste pipe gone in here, but because of the shortness of this pipe here, I need to put a good bit in there, but that's badly designed. And before you start pushing your machine back into place, if you get a soggy wet towel and wipe it on the floor with your foot, with your hand, where you go to push it, it'll make sliding the machine much easier if the floor is a bit wet. Just with the wet cloth will do it, and then you'll find it'll be easy to put back into place. Simple as that. See how easy that's sliding there, and that's as far as that goes. Now we'll give it a test. Well, the machine has now been tested and that's working okay, so that's bye for now.